You're going to want to try out all the vintage patterns that are available. There's so many of them. They're all so beautiful. And you can find vintage patterns online for free because once the copyright runs out on a pattern, it's public domain. It can be found for free on the internet. The thing you'll notice when you're looking at the vintage patterns, they're usually written in a paragraph form. So it's a lot of reading just to kind of decipher through. Usually there is a picture, but usually not a diagram. And they write it a little differently. They'll write something, for example, ring of 6 double stitches, 3 picots separated by 6 double stitches. So, you know, you just kind of do what it says, you know, where it says separated by 6 double stitches. That means between each of those picots you would do the 6 double stitches. Most of the abbreviations are kind of similar. They use R for ring, DS for double stitch, P for picot. You know, a lot of these are commonly used even today. So it's really not too hard to figure out. Then you can get to some really, really old patterns. This one is from 1867. Now you're not going to see too many of these, but they are so beautiful, and if you can figure them out, you can still tat them. This one, I just have to read part of this to you because it's so charming. It says, commence a loop, work 8 double stitches, then make an extra purl loop by turning the cotton twice around the pin. Now, I think what they're saying there is to make a really big picot. I'm not real sure about that, but I do know that they did call picots pearls in those days. But isn't this a pretty pattern? And we could tat that. Mostly we're just looking at the numbers. So once you have your basic design elements of rings and chains, double stitches and picots, you can put them together in so many ways. You know, the tatting that you see, it looks so complex, but it's really just putting all those simple things together.